Alright, here we are, the next reaction video to Something CinemaSins. And yes, you read the title, and I've been meaning to get to this one CinemaSins video for quite a while. And, well, not to mention because, talk about perfect timing, because, this year marking this one DreamWorks animated feature film's anniversary. That's right. Everything wrong with Penguins of Madagascar in 15 minutes or less. Yeah. So, so I've seen a couple of CinemaSins content where they've covered /sinned on DreamWorks animated feature films, and, oh yeah, because, obviously I've reacted to some, like, I can think of most notably, and a while back, I reacted to them covering /sinning on Mr. Peabody and Sherman, and I've also reacted to them covering /sinning on the two Puss in Boots films, and Kung Fu Panda, etc. But, to correct myself, and what I'm saying is, like, ones that I have not reacted to, and most notably watching, I should say, not doing reactions, just watching in general, watching some other people's reactions to the CinemaSins videos, prominently the Renegades React, as I've talked about them before. They've reacted to some CinemaSins content, and some on DreamWorks animated films. So, yeah. So it's nice to see that they finally got around to covering /sinning on the Penguins of Madagascar movie, and again, seeing as how that this year it's celebrating its anniversary, so yeah. And nice to see that, they'll sometimes, well, most of the time, they'll cover /sin on movies, like, if they're celebrating their anniversaries and such. So, yeah. Well, I don't know what to expect. You never know. You never know what to expect with CinemaSins, as I've said before. Who knows? Maybe they'll have a few positive things to say, and with that, remove a couple of sins. But I'm about to find out, and you too, if you guys are watching along with me, the CinemaSins video of them covering /sinning on the Penguins of Madagascar movie. The Penguins of Madagascar movie in 15 minutes or less. Here we go. Enough said, and without further ado, let's see what they've got to say /sin on the Penguins of Madagascar, the movie. Beginning in 3, 2, 1, go.
This episode is brought to you by our friends at Raycom. March isn't just any month. For sinners like you and me, it's Oscar season.
Good.
So let's immerse ourselves in the magic of the season with top-notch audio gear from Raycom. These earbuds come standard with premium audio at half the price, have optimized gel tips for a comfy fit, and pack in 8 hours of playtime with a 32-hour battery life. It's no wonder they have tens of thousands of 5-star reviews. We think they're great for everything from listening to the latest episode of your favorite podcast to hearing the sound design of this year's Best Picture nominees. Still wondering if they may be perfect for you? They also have built-in tap functions to control things like noise isolation.
Also, to point out,
essential for tuning in,
I might consider reacting to any CinemaSins videos that I've already seen, them covering /sinning on other DreamWorks animated films. You never know. Because for me, I wouldn't remember really that much. I've explained that before, but... Alright, here we go.
Disney, cool. Got it. It takes place sometime preceding a year before I've decided to watch this movie. I'm going to say this is 1933. Cool. So, sometime in 1933. Continue.
Antarctica.
No, not that long ago in this movie.
Veneration. Also, Werner Herzog was born in 1942, so he didn't exist to narrate this in 1933.
Because this probably didn't take place in 1933.
Skipper would be excellent at evolution sets.
Why do you think there are always documentary crews filming us?
Oh, please, there's no way that's a wireless boom mic, and more importantly, this kind of equipment didn't exist in 1933. DreamWorks movie kicks off the plot by having a main character chase down an egg cliche. Okay, it's mostly this and Ice Age 3, but I'm counting Prince of Egypt, because that basket they abandoned Moses to the alligators in was definitely egg-shaped. Look, he's fine. Sam Jacksoning a seagull as if your movie title is Deep Blue Seal.
Aren't snakes nature's snakes?
How should I know? Live on the flippin' frozen tundra.
Skipper knows what snakes are, even though he's never been anywhere except Antarctica. But didn't know that penguins couldn't fly?
Good, give them a shove.
Wishing penguins perched on a peak by putting. Your pitching wedge would be much more suited for this particular bird murder. Also, these three penguins all fall simultaneously, but defy Newton's second law by hitting the first part of the Rube iceberg machine in consecutive fashion. Rico doesn't choke and die after ingesting this large egg. And yes, this is Rico's thing, but it's still bullshit. Here's an extra 20 cents to cover all the rest of the time.
Yes, it is Rico's thing. So?
These penguins are now
Oh my
to a height
god.
higher than the original fall.
Well, so far, nothing positive really to say.
This time to survive the impact.
I think I have amniotic sac in my mouth.
Amniotic fluid, maybe. But bird eggs have more of an amniotic cavity than a sac. And honestly, it's much more likely that you got splashed with some albumin. Bird brain. Cool, got it. This section takes place sometime after I decided to watch this movie. I'm going to say it's 2185. Cool. So, sometime in 2185, continue.
10 years
Not.
ago on this very day, the tiny egg hatched.
His egg hatched in 1933, not 2175. This movie is having major issues with its timeline continuity. This attempt at
Why are you
camouflage
just
doesn't
like,
even
come
really
on.
work from the audience's elevated perspective, let alone from the perspective of this guard who is watching them roll directly at him.
Rico, sonic incursion device.
Where the f*** are they keeping that hidden? Actually, now that I say that out loud, even if you have that info, I am no longer interested in knowing it.
Oh, come on, you're kidding, right?
Kentucky, Skipper. They do love their flattened scrugs.
All those 5- and 6-year-old flat and scrug fans in 2014 were all in after this line of dialogue.
We got you something else.
Requiring all Fort Knox employees to walk through the most secure room on site to get to the break room.
Mess with a bull, you're gonna get the horns, Private.
Dismissing the need for consent based on the horniness of the offender.
Where'd Private go?
Oh, there he is.
And as I'm
Okay,
sure as we all
to
know,
animate
sometimes
vending machine numbers
DreamWorks
correctly. First, he's
animated
out
films
in D3,
sometimes
he's clearly
throwing in
E3.
adult humor.
Second, why the f is row G skipped? And it goes straight from F to H. This machine has rows numbered A, C, C, E, F, H, I. Wait, are there 2 rows C's? When I press C3, how does the machine know which one to even give me? Not that it matters, considering every single vending slot is the same exact product. Which leads me to ask, why the f is F3 mostly empty? Are those where the best cheesy dibbles live? Oh, don't even get me started on a touchpad going to L and 9 when there isn't even a need to go past I or 5. I said don't even get me started. Speaking of I5, why does the I row make the I's look so much like the number 1? Do you know how many people are going to punch in 15 instead? Do you? The a lot, you moronic then fucks. A lot. And wait, is F3 mouthful again? How lazy do you have to be? That's it. Done. I'm out. They ask you what happened. Tell them it was a vending machine that ended me.
Not making the walls in Fort Knox vending machine proof.
I can't believe that
Making this vending machine
left a
TARDIS, but not
vending
realizing it
machine
now stands
make
for
him go
time
drive
and
nuts,
relative
drive him
dimensions and
nuts.
Stupidity. Ha, 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 ha.
Oh, f that noise. I'm back. But I swear if that vending machine returns, I will... Wait, why is the button to prepare...
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure that is the
instead of
actual
opening
name of the
other laser
narrator,
controls?
Jeremy.
Naughty, naughty. Pretty birds belong in their cages.
Discount Bill Hader is not voiced by actual Bill Hader.
Dave!
It's John Malkovich.
Dave! Dave!
This Dave's on
Dave.
for all the some time. Seriously, cut back to it. I bet it's still daving.
Ah.
See?
And that.
Sorry. Madagascar spin-off movie decides to incorporate jokes that even f***ing Shrek wouldn't use, and that is depressing.
You may not remember me, but I can never forget
I don't know.
you.
Let's shake up some old memories.
Keeping your vengeance snow globes on display, just in case you need to do some flashback exposition. This whole using his tank water for the toilet refill tank thing is kind of genius. But that's way too much water to use on every flush. So your lack of environmental awareness is getting you a sin.
Nicholas Cage them.
These terrible name puns that will run through the entire movie. Aaron, Taylor, John, send them.
You messed with the wrong birds. Because we are an elite unit. Best of the best.
Scene does not contain an Eric Roberts, a Christopher Penn, or a Philip Reed. Thinking umbrellas are trampolines. I blame Mario. F Mario.
So you squeegees want to do the gondola mambo?
Doing the gondola mambo.
I've lost visual. Husky, be my eye.
Or you've got 3 penguins available to do your job, who can actually see. The scooter is able to support the weight of the boat and all 5 passengers. And for those viewers now shouting, it's an animated movie, give me a break, I would like to welcome you to the channel. And then welcome you to f*** off.
Oh, come on, CinemaSins narrator.
A teenager in 1997 said when they realized Titanic was rated PG-13, somehow makes its way into the script.
Remain calm, penguins.
Benedict Cumberbatch isn't butchering the word penguin in this scene.
Private,
Nope.
dibble me.
Thinking that Rico would store a full bag of dibbles in his esophagus of holding instead of just eating them.
Like penguins.
Benedict Cumberbatch butchers the word penguin in this scene.
You know, you should really label these things.
And cover them. And add progressive steps to the activation. And locate it away from the main console. And also a self-destruct sequence that can be turned
Skipper's
on.
kind of right, you know, there should be some labeling.
Again. Not clearly labeling your arrival pad so the pilot can tell where the pad 17 is.
Dr. Brian is not an octopus. He is...
An octopus. Precisely. That's exactly what our intel indicated. Release the sheep.
Letting this suspicious sheep go without at least double-checking your new information first.
Damn, Dave.
This not getting Dave's name right bit stopped being funny around the 3rd time and hasn't resumed being funny the 17 times since. I shall let you know if that changes.
I have to go do some shopping for revenge.
Where do you even go to purchase revenge? I mean, that feels like something Spencer Gifts might carry, but they would always be sold out of it. And you would have to
And
settle for a fart
Dave
jar or a 42-inch
not
good guy dog.
knowing how to
baby.
turn off the computer and such, you know,
Is that
the
a
video
reference to
chat.
the pregame jetpack show at Super Bowl 19? What in the obscure reference, hell?
I make my own options.
Damn it, is every button in this universe installed for maximum safety hazard?
Aim for first class.
Aim for first class? Let's start with how the did you manage to fall through the exterior of the plane? Pilots in this plane have yet to do anything about the penguin on the dash, despite him being there for almost 10 seconds now.
Because these folks are gonna freak.
I can no longer sin that it's not this easy to pop open an emergency exit door, but I can sin that it is apparently sometimes this easy to pop open an emergency exit door.
Oh, Private, stop playing with those backpacks.
Humor-based situational awareness. These penguins know what a plane is and that croissants come from Paris, but parachutes? Never heard of them. Bending it like BCAM.
We are the North Wind, and no one breaks the wind.
Get it? It's a fart joke. Do you get it?
Sorry, laddie.
Oh, look at that. You know, baby squid. Now I get to go back where it was. Where did be bought and mauled to death before being devoured by a human. That movie, it's adorable.
Stranded on
Wiki,
the
wiki,
Emerald
wiki.
Isle without a single clue.
Man, the narrator
So
is
much for the
full.
luck
There's a
of
lot of
the
a
Irish.
handful in
Someone
this.
who has seen more Notre Dame football games than I care to count, I can almost guarantee you there is no such thing as luck of the Irish. Conveniently timed regurgitation of convenient plot globe that is conveniently pointing to the convenient place the penguins already conveniently are is convenient. This kid not only picks out Rico to get the snacks out of, but somehow knows that if he just reaches down the throat of a penguin, he'll be able to find something. And why are these kids who came in this place with no backpack not concerned that they now have backpacks on? Fucking kids. No one sees this severely conspicuous sea-suit sushi
Kids
second.
sometimes.
I want to help the team. Really help the team.
Movie is trying desperately to get me emotionally invested in. Skip.
Flash, go.
The 4 words Warner Brothers regrets saying a few years ago somehow made their way into the script. These leopard seals are about to break through this glass. And beyond the nightmare that is thinking this would even be possible, why does the water that spills out barely cover the floor of this room? I've seen Mission Impossible, and that tank was much smaller. I know what this should look like. The penguins just walked right in the area with no issue. So why do Classified and company have to sneak in? I know Hollywood thinks we love seeing circles cut through walls and glass, and to be fair, we absolutely do, but I'm me, so off. I guess this movie has decided that leopard seals are the glass breakers of the sea, and I don't know how I feel about that.
Too much.
Thinking that this movie has any clue whatsoever when it's reached too much. So earlier when Corporal said, "Go fetch," he had to go get this device so he could, stationary zip line in front of a boat he could have just ridden on to begin with? And why did he have to fetch it in the first place instead of just grabbing it and hooking it on while running on the dock? Was your dog's fetch things joke really worth it, movie?
Kowalski's sick as a dog. And Rico keeps trying to eat him.
Penguin cannibals. Penguinables? Caningons? Also,
Penguin
I have penguin
cannibals,
centipede on my sins bingo card today. But
Might as well
here
go
we are,
fact.
marking your days on the outside of your cell where you can't even see them.
Those two are very close.
Well, where else gonna write down?
I mean, intertwined physically.
This movie is horny.
Die.
Kowalski kind
I
of
think
is.
the die version. Can someone make sure this is the die version?
There was never a moment where Eva, like, slapped Kowalski in the face.
So Dave's
I'm not
remains
okay without
turn
that.
into a pineapple? I'd, at the very least, rather watch the movie where that happens than this.
Corporal, dim the lights. Short fuse, glasses.
Corporal doesn't end up with at least third-degree burns on his paw after putting out the fire with it. See that?
Well,
Don't even look back. There's a huge
how
explosion.
big his
and I
paw is, and
Keep
just
walking, pointing out your own cliches.
His is better.
Well, considering you were already beaten 4-2 before you voted, Skipper, not sure why your comments matter. But yet we still have to take time out of our lives to listen to them.
We take this shame to our graves.
Being ashamed of these spiffy duds, but not being ashamed to run around the first half of the movie covered in cheesy dibble dust.
The movies.
All right, boys, grab your
Okay.
coconuts and hold them tight.
what was it, that
Get it?
random
It's a testicle
Fast and
joke?
Furious
Do you
clip?
get it? Also, where the were they keeping the coconuts hidden? Actually, now that I say that out loud, even if you have that info, I am no longer interested in knowing it.
Would there be a coconut tree somewhere?
On the streets of New York City.
Teasing us with a much better finale than the movie delivers. So does it reload now? Is there a full new chair that comes out? Why waste ammunition and supplies on a pre-ride audience demonstration?
Oh no,
Yeah.
we're dead! Dead!
Dead.
Again, huge army of octopi.
Perhaps he's having trouble understanding your incorrect plural for octopuses. Octopi is a very different thing that combines sushi and dessert, similar to Kikamaru.
Listen up,
Well, I don't know.
boys.
That's just
We're mentioning that
classified, I
Skipper has
guess.
correctly identified this
The
person as
character
Dave for the last 30
classified.
minutes of the movie.
That's literally what he's named and credited.
Because comedy. Feeling the need to
Comedy.
remind that it's New York for us when we can see the Statue of Liberty.
Breaking news! The missing penguins
Yeah.
have been found!
I'm gonna go ahead and say missing penguins would never get breaking news treatment in New York City. Maybe in Boise, Idaho, but not New York City. Thinking that these barriers could stop penguins from escaping when we've already seen them do this and this.
Somebody call!
Well,
Exterminators!
by that point, Skipper and the others were depressed and thinking that they lost Private, so why else would they, you know.
Having the same fears as DJ Khaled.
I need my skipper.
Hey, that's me. He's talking to me. I'm the skipper. I've got you, little buddy. Beep. That cookie/cake looks lovely, but where and how exactly do you bake that?
I reference to
Adventure
you know
spin
what.
is the new Matrix bullet dodge, isn't it?
I figured if we could reverse the ray, we could turn everyone back to normal.
They'll now figure out how to reverse the ray.
I'm the secret weapon.
I no longer know what's going on, guys.
Charlize, they're on the red!
I forgot about the Charlize Theron reference.
Hurt them. Holly, bury them. You, Jack, man the battle station.
Okay, game recognized game. That was a good run. Jeffrey, rush in a sin removal before I change my mind.
We're only gonna get
Oh,
one shot at this, boys.
one sin
How can you possibly
removed.
know that?
Hmm.
You don't even know if the ray is going to do what you want it to do.
Dead batteries!
No, low
Come on, I think
batteries.
they were pretty
There's
funny,
difference,
the
and that
celebrity
difference is the sum of a single
references.
sin. Not checking what kind of batteries you need before going to the store to get batteries.
There's just too many of them!
I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dave's ice cream in it.
Oh, that's why you look back at the explosion.
You were sideswiped by the vehicle, so looking back wouldn't have done a thing to help you. Even if I could believe that the Dibble
There it
Skipper
goes.
launches would stay on course to hit the button activating the machine, I still can't buy that the Dibble would be able to apply enough pressure to push the button that would activate the machine.
Well,
Saving
the
Private
power
Ryan.
of the
Looks
shooting.
matter. It's what you do that counts.
And ironically, what he did was save how everyone looked, which you're now saying doesn't matter. So, way to contradict your own lesson, bro. The transition from this to this is all the bullshit.
What?
Oh, come
Are you
on.
kidding me?
Also, to
Come
be
on, it was
clear,
funny.
The movie expects us to believe Dave was shrunk and then placed inside a snow globe by the machine. That is a thing that is actually happening right now.
The point is,
Yes, it is.
I was wrong about you.
You are not.
Jetpacks are awesome!
I
Nah.
honestly thought jetpack technology would be cooler by 2185. Ah, well.
134 sins in the sentence.
Why does this cow always smell of cheese puffs?
Very good. Push. Push.
There we go. Sonic incursion device.
Open the f***ing door.
Kowalski,
I didn't get that.
analysis.
Well, let's see. First, the Earth cooled, and then the dinosaurs came.
Nice.
But they got too big and fat, so they all died, and they turned into oil.
The only
Airplane.
thing that has kept me going all these years is my burning thirst for revenge.
And my precious souvenir snow globe collection.
A snow globe collection.
Dave.
Hi, Christopher. I'm Nero.
Now, where was I?
Maniacal laugh.
Ho, ho, ho,
They
ho.
gave us badges.
It's been a while since I've used that clip.
His crested penguin, parent penguin heading.
It's a lie. Nice.
No, Mr. Bond.
I expect you to die.
It's like I can still hear his little voice calling to
What's
us.
this gonna be? We are here!
Hanging around. Kid's got alligator blood. Can't get rid of him.
I think I might have heard that one. I missed the one with the badges. Something with the badges. What was that again?
Now, where was I?
Maniacal laugh.
Oh, they gave us badges.
We don't need no badges.
Is penguin.
I've heard that too. God. Some of these I know of, but the rest of them, like, yeah, a good chunk I do recognize. Yeah, from Goldfinger, one of the James Bond films. Sean Connery, that is. The first installment of the Star Trek Kelvin timeline. The Muppets from 2011, you know, the maniacal laugh. Yeah, it's been a while since they've used that audio clip from the Muppets, because they've used that. They used that audio clip a good chunk of times. And a bunch of others just, yeah, so. Okay, so that was Everything Wrong with Penguins of Madagascar in 15 minutes or less. Yeah, not what I was expecting. I wasn't really expecting... I mean, how can you? Especially when it comes to CinemaSins. What I was not expecting was, golly, the narrator at times just having a meltdown or something, especially over the vending machine earlier. Golly, just, yeah. But at the same time, it was still funny, and I got some chuckles. Yeah. And, yeah, there was definitely not a lot of positive things to say on Penguins of Madagascar, and only one sin was removed. Wow. But, you know, overall, and at the same time, for me, I really enjoy Penguins of Madagascar. Sure, I mean, it may not be really the best, you know, spin-off animated film that DreamWorks has done, because I think technically it is. From this, and we've had the two Puss in Boots films. Was there any others? And I think just them. I just think like probably just the one with the penguins and Puss in Boots. And you know, because a lot of people really, including me, of course, really love Puss in Boots and the Penguins. They're pretty much like the highlighted / fan favorite characters of DreamWorks animation, without a doubt, from Shrek and Madagascar. So yeah. Some things that CinemaSins had to say of the Penguins of Madagascar movie. Yeah, but at the same time, you know, nothing in this movie bothers me. I enjoy it, it's my opinion, and I'm sure you guys feel the same way too. But yeah, just overall, I really got nothing much to say. Just overall, the CinemaSins video of Everything Wrong with Penguins of Madagascar, the movie, in 15 minutes or less, it's not bad, not bad. Funny and entertaining as they do their best. I know that they would. We all do. And I got some chuckles, as I said, and, you know, you watched my reaction. And yeah, just overall, again, it was a pretty good, decent, I don't know, decent, but that's what popped in my head. CinemaSins video on what they had to say / sin on the Penguins of Madagascar movie. And what about you guys? What did you think of the Penguins of Madagascar movie itself? Anything you agree and disagree with what they've had to say? Any of you that enjoy the Penguins of Madagascar movie, like me? Any of you that grew up with the Penguins of Madagascar show and with the Madagascar movies, and, you know, and who wouldn't enjoy the Penguins themselves? Seriously. Yeah, just overall, you know, what do you think of the CinemaSins video itself, and with what I've had to say, my reaction, and yeah, what did you think of my reaction? Leave comments and give this reaction video a like, as always. And so, with all that being said, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to the CinemaSins video of them covering / sinning on The Penguins of Madagascar, the movie. More reaction videos are coming your way. They're going to be awesome. Keep looking forward, and I'll see you guys in the next video / reaction. Take care, happy anniversary to Penguins of Madagascar, and peace out.